welcome once again as we are going through the journey of the Fateless. They had just left the tavern and we're back in the city of Iron Lake, and I have procured a story out of Guy's journal, and I don't know how he calls this handwriting, but apparently that's what it is.
Dearest Diary, still a bit miffed about the giant scorpions, although I must admit, not having seen a scorpion in person before, I'm unsure if that is not just their natural size. In other news, traveling with Cat, we made it to this magic tavern, and the agents of fate were there, including that funny winged elf fellow that we saw came out of the privy that one time. They told us of our fate, or rather our lack thereof, which happened to make us as a target to the Weavers to get greater power for their god. And they asked us to go on a quest to go receive relics of some nature from these spires. And then a little bit more talking happened, and we went to bed, and our bed, well, my bedroom, showed scenes of my home, and I saw my siblings fixing the fence, and I made sure they were doing it right and proper. Also, the potions were rigged. I don't know what that was about. The next day, we go off on our adventure. We've been given wages of a sort, and we're also offered room and board with keys and a magic gem. And, well, off we go. And by the way, if anybody is reading this, you're a low-down, no-good, dirty varmint, and your mother was a hamster.
All I want to know is, what the fuck was that accent?
It is now proven all hillbillies' inner voices are British people.
Wait. It's because it was written in cursive. Also, P.S. I know damn well I'm the person that everybody believes talks to himself, but I'm going to see how long I can make this joke go for. Best wishes, Guyverson.
Alright, so you were exiting out into the back alley behind the shop that was burned down, and you heard the city starting to wake up. So you had the choice to make. You could go towards the Swallows Lake, or shut up, or you could go up to the Sirens Bay in the LaRosie area, and you chose to go over to the lake and not towards the LaRosie. And you were going to travel the city and try to get some wares, maybe try to find a way to get transport and sell some things. So that is where we shall begin.
Alright. So, like I said, you need a shield. I need to fix my shield. So that's a smith. What are you looking for?
What am I looking for? Aside from the fellow who talks to himself, I think I need to get me a trusty companion.
You don't trust us?
Oh, no, more like, Pa always told me that, our great uncle, Gusterson, used to be, one of the town guards since he didn't work on the farm, and, he rode around on a big dog, and I thought that sounded real neat.
The fuck kind of a name is Gusterson Fields?
A hobbit name. Wait, not hobbit, halfling.
He was the son of Guster.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Alright, well, you have fun with that. This is... I don't know... He looks at both of them. I don't know what kind of cities y'all have dealt with. But... don't fight too much on prices. City shops are very particular about that.
Noted.
Both
You
of
might get them to
have-
come up or down a little bit on stuff, but not. You're not going to get them to drop like 4 gold on something. This is not going to happen.
Well, I mean, if it costs like 100 gold, heaven forbid, you could probably get a few off. But I just need to. I don't mean to be rude, but both of you know how to read, write, and do basic arithmetic, right?
Yeah, I learned that at the temple.
I used to run a shop.
All right. I didn't
What
mean any.
haven't you done?
Well, you know, it's just get back to me.
I bet he hasn't had really good cheese.
We farm goats.
Cheesemonger would be a good thing.
Okay, but do you farm goats well?
That's. I'm gonna go find the smith.
Bye.
What is up with me and orcs and having goat farms? I just realized this.
It's a thing. It's fine. It's
So-
the horns. They feel it. They feel it at ease with themselves.
A kindred spirits.
So what I'm hearing is that the cleric is the odd one out in this one, and that I don't know if they raised goats at the temple.
No, we would not have raised goats at the temple.
It's a shame. They're like nature's garbage disposals.
Goats don't do so well in swamps.
All right. I'm assuming all of the markets are going. All of the shops are going to be probably in the same area, as it makes the most physical sense for a town. I've been here before, but it's been a while.
So as you head back out to the main road, coming around from the alleyways, you go through kind of a wider street. And you notice that the shop that you are in is about probably about 6 doors down from the center of the city. In the center of the city, there is there's this large platform that was constructed. You would probably recognize it as a set of gallows. Currently not in use, but that is what is constructed in the center of the city center. Bleh. And you would hear the kind of sounds you would hear from like a market square off in that direction.
Is it a new gallows? Like, can you tell if it's been there for, like, is it original or has it been recently constructed?
Give me a excuse me. Give me a
Can I
perception.
use a history check to see if it was? Because I've been here before.
There is no history
That's
modifier.
What would that be?
I guess you could do like a society.
Say,
I guess for, like, the
26.
city itself.
I don't think
26.
I need to. Jesus. I mean, I got a 19.
So
I am a little perceptive.
so looking at this thing, Doric, you're not the most well versed in wood, but
I'm +3 in crafting. They had arts and crafts at the temple.
yeah, but it's like swamp wood versus stone, and then so like the trees in this area would be kind of your more northern type tree. This gallows platform is built out of a very different kind of wood. So it's definitely not original to the city because the wood here is not from here.
So probably
So
something
this-
the O'Briens would have built.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to know.
Just ignore it. All right. Try not to be too suspicious, y'all.
I don't think I could be suspicious if I tried.
He gives them the look.
Don't be suspicious.
All right, so-
Okay, stop.
Oh boy. All right, so you have the city itself here. So a couple buildings here and there, it's seemingly almost at random at this stage, have been burned or show signs of extra damage. And as you come around the corner, you would hear a like the blacksmith, the standard, ring of a hammer on an anvil as they're working on something. And I'm sorry to tell you there, guy, but the shop that would have been where you could possibly have bought your battle mount, that shop has been burned down.
Well, I don't need to buy anything then. Take my money elsewhere. This place is a dump.
I'm not going to let you become too powerful too quickly. Stop that.
Fuck the pound.
All right, so you would hear this. You would hear the traditional smithy, ringing of a hammer, and you can see that there is a looks like a half-orc man working at this anvil.
Theo, I've never done anything like this before. I would prefer you to run it.
Yep. Walks up to the smithy. Yo.
So you'd hear the couple more rings, and he'd say, "One moment." Kind of finish what he's working on, and you basically put the sword into the. My brain just blanked on the term.
Quenching?
Thank you. The quenching oils, and after it's quenched out there, he hangs it up to do the rest of the work on it, and he comes over to the counter. This orc stands taller, I believe. Yeah, he's taller than Theo, and he kind of rubs his hands off on his apron, leaving trails of soot and that. As he looks over at you, he says, What can I help you with?
Well, my friend here, he needs a shield. I need to get some repair work done on mine. And I didn't know if you know a place where I could offload these scorpion tails.
The scorpion tails, there's the alchemist around the corner here. And then the shields, I can definitely work on a shield.
Cool. Sets a shield on the counter.
So he's going to look over the shield. He says that, and then for your friend there, he's going to kind of motion off to the side. If you head over that way, you can look at what we have available. That should be about your size.
So I head over the way that he points.
You wouldn't happen to have any bits of scrap leather laying around, would you?
No, I don't do much in the way of leather working, other than what I need for my goods.
It's fair. I'll take the alchemist.
So he will. Bum, bum, bum. So he will start working on. He'll kind of look over the shield, figuring out what it's going to need to repair.
Is there somebody working the retail side, or is it still just him?
It appears to be.
Oh.
But with a mustache.
How much you think for the repair? It's a couple hits from giant scorpions in the desert.
Oh, yeah, those tend to bring up their ugly heads every so often.
Yeah, he looks at Dork. They do.
Are we sure those were giant scorpions? I never seen one in real life.
They were giant. They
I
were
mean-
bigger than I am.
Well, that may mean something to you.
Guys, like, everything's bigger than me. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, what do you want for one of your just steel shields here?
Ooh.
That's a big shield.
I need a lot of protection. That's quite squishy.
Maybe you should work out more. Have you tried doing calisthenics?
Grow up, guy.
Well, that's very
Oh,
rude,
man.
first of all.
I mean, either that or even just a wooden shield or even just a smaller one, like a little buckler or something like that would work.
So there would be a buckler. I'm trying to make this thing actually be smarter, but it's not being smarter. So yeah, definitely a buckler there. The heavier steel shields. He would have some wood shields, and there are a couple tower shields, but
That's way too good.
they are, yeah, they're also out of your price range by a pretty good chunk.
Yeah.
But there are a couple that are like, you know, Doric size in terms of like that heavy steel or even a buckler shield. The buckler shields, so he'll kind of, as he's looking at, well, you're looking at 1 gold for a buckler and then 2 for the steel.
Mm.
And I'd say for this repair, could get this back into shape for 5 silver.
5 silver? Alright. That works.
I'll just do the buckler and toss him a gold coin. I'm not gonna haggle on it. Since Theo said that was a bad idea.
So be like, much appreciated. Thank you for your business.
Yeah, not a squishy.
You got any ball bearings?
No, I sell mostly armor and weapons.
Alright. Gives him a gold, and then alright, I'll be back to pick that up in a few hours, I guess. I'm gonna go to the alchemist.
All
Take
right.
that buckler and just kind of throw it on my back. And go, thank you, sir. Follow along.
1 gold removed.
So the alchemist is you kind of walk around the corner and you see the sign up. It's the sign's like this potion bottle. You notice that some of the windows have been broken out, but it could be just superficial damage. And behind the counter is a gnome who, when you enter in, the bell sort of rings and he looks up from a book and he says, "Welcome, welcome. You're here for some of my fabulous wares. I have to figure out a new name for the shop, considering my partner is no longer in the city."
Where'd he go?
I believe he made his way over to Dunehold.
Where the heck is Doomhold?
LaRossi territory.
What was the name of the shop again?
So it's the only name that's still up on the sign is Phlynn, and then it was Phlynn and Ember, but since Ember's no longer here, I figure I shouldn't keep his name on the sign.
Yeah, also, people might get the wrong idea on account of all the fire around town.
Mayhaps.
Don't you side me.
What perchance are you looking for?
I don't know if they need anything, but I am trying to offload these. And he sets these big ass scorpion tails on the counter.
Well, you could have definitely could have milked it. You didn't need to bring the whole tail, but it does work.
I don't know how to process the poison sacs, so I figured just take the whole thing. Safest.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Plus, whatever isn't used can be used for food. Because scorpion is very good.
I bet it's...
You don't get much out of the tail. You need the body for that.
Can you make armor out of scorpion?
Well, if you're small enough.
Lynx. Looks up at the gnome, who I'm assuming is probably standing on a stool behind the counter.
What's it? I mean, unless you brought the whole thing with you, you're barking up the wrong tree. I don't make armor.
Trying to make armor. I just want to get these so I don't have to carry them around anymore.
I don't really need armor anyway. It's just a thought.
You have money. You can buy your own armor.
I don't need armor. I'm telling you. I'm built farmer tough.
You took one hit and went down. I don't want to hear it.
I took a bad hit and it went down.
Alright, so he is going
Those
to...
scorpions were discriminating against me. They didn't even bother to go after the human much.
If I saw you were small, went after you instead. Easier meal.
That's fair.
Plus the human's armed to the teeth.
Do you have any healing potions here by chance?
Well, yes, those are kind of all over the place.
How much do you want for them?
Look up fast.
Can I look around the shop and see if he's got any like iconography for any gods or anything like that that he might happen to follow?
Sure.
Would that be
I don't know, my voice is cracked there, but sure.
perception or investigation? Or...
I think if you're looking for specific iconography, you're looking at a religion or
I'll do religion.
occultism, I would say.
I will. I will gladly go for religion. 27. That's a nat 20.
27. Good Lord Almighty. So you would notice that a couple spots, there's like a little shrine. You kind of see it through like the door in the back by where he's sitting. There's like a little shrine to Cumulus back there. So the basically the, I guess not quite the opposite of your god, but kind of along the same line as the opposite of your god.
Right. I got you. So, not similar religion. I'm not going to bark that tree.
Well, it's. I mean, you both follow. You both follow a god that's kind of along the same lines. You know, Tempest, knowledge, that kind of sort of pursuits. But yours is more change. His is more like traditional.
Right.
So it's like the kind of like the opposite side of the same coin sort of thing.
So, how much do you want for one of those healing? Just a minor healing.
So I have 4 of the minor potions, and they are 4 gold each. I also have 2 lessers if you want to go for that route, and I can do those for 12.
Well, we're just beginning our adventure here. As a fellow follower of some of the gods of the storm, would you be able to help me out a little bit on that price?
No, the ingredients are not particularly easy to obtain here for healing potions.
Even with my friend bringing you such valuable material,
Hey.
make other.
Hey. Don't be trying to rope in on my...
I'm just saying, you brought this man great benefit.
Brought him poison. I don't know how much it's going to benefit him. I'm trying to sell it.
Now,
He can sell it.
I may be a simple farmer, but I'm pretty sure poison is usually the opposite of healing.
You can make anti-venom from poison.
Do
That's
you
a
plan on
deception check.
running into it?
If you,
Well, in that case, I guess I will just do one of the minor healing potions.
A pleasure doing business with you.
And then I'm going to throw my hands up and go, all right, guys, I'm broke.
Well, depending on how much I get for these tails, I'll see what I can do.
So since it's still in the tail, still in the gland, it's not milked, I will say I can do 10 gold for each one.
Seems fair. You still got to do the hard part, so that seems fair.
A pleasure. Then, do you want to get anything while you're...
I will take... How many of the minor healing potions do you have left?
So it'd be 2 more of the minors left. Or sorry, 3 of the minors left, and then 2 of the lessers.
I'll take the 3 remaining minor healing potions.
now, hold on. I was wondering if, since we're buying out your stock, might you be able to give my friend a little discount? Just a small one.
No?
I said
The hell, I just paid full price.
You only bought one of them.
it's 12. He puts 12 gold on the counter.
I do not have a bulk buy program.
Say no more.
We may have... Do you have a punch card?
I think if we keep messing with him, he's gonna punch our card.
I'm sorry for these
He's a
two.
gnome. It can't hurt that much.
Don't you apologize for me.
Insulting an alchemist, that's a really idea.
Dangerous idea. That was dumb.
Still not as bad as pissing off the chef.
He sets an extra gold on the counter. I'm sorry.
Good business. If you have nothing else to buy, then you can head out.
Thank you. Ushers the 2 children out of the room. Go
I
on.
resemble that remark.
I was trying to see if they had a bulk discount deal. Don't you judge me.
He kind of points to all the destruction and everything outside. Do you really think they're going to give discounts on anything right now?
Well, not with that attitude. It doesn't.
Typically, prices are higher after stuff like this because they have to recoup their losses and fix the damages.
Yeah, but he.
Seemed like they were pretty regular prices to me.
Yeah, also, didn't you hear? He doesn't have to split the profits anymore.
He still has to pay taxes.
Ah, taxes.
He should start a church.
I
A
feel
church
like
of
that's
free potions.
church of free. I think starting a church is a lot harder than you think.
He hands one of the 3 potions that he just bought to Guy, and then one of them over to Doric. It's like you have two, you and me and him each have one.
All right.
I hope these don't taste terrible.
They typically just taste like colored water.
I'm going to flavor mine if I can in the future.
Oh, whoa! What did I just do?
Wrong button. My bad.
Oh, okay.
That was my bad. I hit the wrong
Okay.
button.
It was like unusual liquid. What?
I hit the wrong. I was trying to pull up more information. I hit the wrong button and made it a mystify item.
Yeah. Hey, what was the name of that? It was Ember and what?
It was Phlynn and Ember,
Phlynn and Ember.
but now it's just Phlynn. He hasn't changed
Now,
his
is
name
it-
up yet. He just
Is
took
it
Ember's name
Phlynn
off.
as in Flynn, or is it Phlynn as in Flin and maybe a letter fell off the sign?
It is Phlynn as in Phlynn.
No, get over it. Don't be doing stuff like that.
It's Gnit over it.
No one must be doing crap like that, okay?
I wanted to make that joke so bad. I feel so much better.
You wanted to spell the name? You're
Yes.
welcome.
You know how many times I have that crossed out on that piece of paper on my notes now? Thanks.
Well, that's just canonical for the diary entry.
This is true.
Doric said
Yeah.
he can read, write, and do basic arithmetic. He didn't say he could do it well.
It's Phlynn. No. Phlynn. No. Phlynn. No. Every time he writes Phlynn down, he puts the wrong spelling. It's
I don't know how well that's going to work in an audio medium.
We could,
But we're going to try it, I
we
guarantee
could, we
you.
could post what it would look like in the Discord server when the episode drops on like a little sticky note.
There you go. Yeah.
Make that part of the art of the episode. Anywho's.
Yeah.
Alright. So you have that. Is there anything else you wish to get while you're in the town, while you're in the city?
I broke.
I can live
I'm
off,
not broke, but I'm gonna go get my shield at the Trinity.
I can live off the land. I have no need for armor or shield, and I was given a free potion. There is no dog. I guess I just have 5 gold.
Sounds like you're going to be paying the way for us.
I'm gonna find you food out in the wild, and everything else you could deal with.
I know you guys could try to find transportation.
Oh, yeah.
to
Hey,
head out of
we
the
want to
city
try and
with.
find a caravan to head us down to... What's the town down there by Swallows?
The closest town there from the O'Briens would be the city of. I need to fix that name. It's known as the city is known as Barrier
That's right. You said that earlier.
because it's the last city before you hit the desert. So
So we transport south. Y'all look into that.
Alright, so I'll
Don't
look into
get
that.
killed. I'm gonna go get my shield.
I'll follow Guy and yeah, I'll just heavily sigh and follow Guy.
Guy will go slower than normal.
Eros, help me.
Don't you sigh at me.
oh boy. So down by the south gate of the city, there would be some larger tavern areas with larger sort of fenced off areas and stables. You would have saw them as you entered. Not at the south, but you would figure probably every gate has similar situations because you guys entered from the north side of the city.
Yeah.
And as you head down to the south, you would notice, like I said, the larger taverns with the larger stables, and there are some crews out there kind of prepping caravans. You know, people are talking about different animals, where they're going. You know, the kind of merchant talk as they travel the roads. So you guys can give me... Let's go with a... I don't want to just do a perception, but I guess I could do a...
That'd be society.
Ooh, I'm
Maybe
good
a
at
society, I
those.
suppose.
I would prefer perception, but I do think society fits it better.
We live in one after all.
Yeah.
19.
Live in a society. 19.
Ooh, nat 20.
All right. So you hear, based on these merchants, what they're talking about. They appear to have two destinations that keep popping up between this group here, that are heading in the general direction you're trying to go. A few are heading towards Fort Indomitable, and then a couple are heading towards Barrier Town. Those are both to the south. And then one is planning to circle the city, and they're going to go to Medad.
I don't think so.
I'd love to go see my dad.
Medad is a city. They are an unaligned city in the north of the forest where Swallows is located.
So so it's like on the northern, like south
Yeah.
of the desert, right
If
there.
you look at the
Okay.
map, it's right there.
I didn't even think about going that
So-
way.
So we're trying to go over here.
Or
They're trying
we
to go
can-
to here.
So we have the choice of Barrier or Medad. Wait, no, is that Medad?
Mhm.
That's Medad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Medad up there.
For those of you listening, they're playing with the digital
Yeah.
map right now. And
Yeah. Sorry.
It's a thing.
So we're not only learning Pathfinder, but we're also learning Foundry.
Yeah.
Yay!
Whoop.
Also, the map, I believe, is in the Discord. If it's not, it'll be in there before this airs, so ignore this comment.
We'll figure it out by then, probably.
I don't know.
I mean, the one that's going to be in there won't have everything identified yet, but maybe at some point the full map will be in
I
there.
don't know if we want to head up towards Medad since that is closer to where all those weavers were.
Yeah, but
Theo's
didn't
not
we
there to
kind
make
of
that
tell-
decision.
plus,
So.
Didn't we kind of? Huh?
Theo ain't there to help you with this decision.
Yeah.
I know. I was about to say. Plus, yeah.
yeah, but if we go the other way, wouldn't we have to go through some sand?
I don't think so. We just travel down the barrier and then go through the woods and maybe around a lake and stuff. That's all. I mean, it's just over the river and through the woods.
I say,
The other way, we don't have water to contend with.
well, we don't even know if they're going to offer to take us with them. So,
Well, you could pay them, I'm sure.
well, hold on. I'm going to leverage our services in protecting the cart and see if I can get us a little discount.
I mean, by all means,
And if that doesn't
use
work,
your silvery tongue.
I don't
Oh,
like the way
God.
I don't like the way you said it, but sure.
Use that silvery tongue to get us to swallows.
Ah,
Oh, euphemisms.
just because you're taller than me doesn't mean I won't tan your hide for jokes
See,
like that,
you-
mister.
You make one slightly, possibly turned into a dirty word, and then it just goes off the
Silver.
rails from there.
You should.
I've seen the map. It gets worse.
Yes.
Hey, Silver, you should have gone with Swifts.
No. Because the swallow, like the swallow birds are fucking cute. I like those birds.
No,
They're so colorful.
Swifts have the funny tails. And we
Oh,
can't
no.
make a joke about that one.
Oh yes,
Oh,
you
there's
can.
Taylor
I've met you
Swift.
people.
There's plenty of jokes there.
Okay,
They're just not
I've met
quite
you.
as well. They could be dirty, but
anyway,
I've met you people. I know you
I
can
was
make
in.
it worse.
It's not even me, it's all Ograd. Anyway,
Oh boy.
I'm assuming this attempt will be a diplomacy.
Yes, if you want to try to haggle in or try to get a deal with them, it'd be diplomacy.
That's a nat 2026.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm letting him do the talking because I don't have any help in that.
Let's see. How keen? So which caravan are you asking? Are you going for 1, 2? Like, what's the first one you're asking?
So they're by their carts, yes?
Yes, there's like a person on the cart kind of barking orders.
On both of them?
There's like 4 carts
Okay.
Is there one that looks like
Which one has the least amount of guards?
more vulnerable? Or yeah.
All right, so more vulnerable. Give
Society.
me that would be a perception for which one has like the least number of guards and like least
19.
like
That's a
vehicles.
22.
Dang.
All right, so you're able to you're able to figure out. There's one going to each of the cities. That has the one going down to Barrier is only 2 vehicles. The one going to Medad is 1 vehicle.
They're probably off to get milk and cigarettes.
They'll never come back.
We should probably go with them then.
Shaking my head.
Thank you. I'll be here. Until the DM decides to kill me for my terrible jokes.
I mean, I was going for a Madrid type name, but sure. So you have the choice of the 2 different caravans there: 2 vehicles or 1 vehicle.
I'll follow whichever one you think you get the best shot with there, guy.
Sit. 2 vehicles head south. 1 vehicle heading towards the
I'll
west.
say we probably go with the 1 vehicle heading towards the west. It'll be a little more crowded traveling, but I bet they'd like the extra help.
Sound logic. Let's talk to him.
But
All right, so it is a human man who is prepping
How
his
tall is he?
cart, and it looks like he's standard human man height.
One a dude,
And he
dwarf
has-
and a halfling in a trench coat.
no.
And he has 2 humans that are helping him prep his caravan.
Alright. I'll make myself look presentable.
Oh, jeez. You already rolled your roll.
No,
for
this
the
is into my
diplomacy.
diplomacy.
What
It was in
again?
that 2026. I'm like running my fingers through the hair, making sure that looks all neat or frazzled, depending on how I view this approach going.
Okay.
It's fine. We didn't split the party.
I mean, you did. So yeah, he is prepping. They're prepping their stuff up. He's not paying attention to people who are walking around. He's yelling at his workers. So
Excuse
to
me, good
approach.
sir.
So you kind of jump a little bit, not hearing anybody approach, and he's like, you've what can I do you for?
Are you heading east?
No, I'm heading
West.
west.
Yeah.
I was looking at the map.
No one's going east from here.
I think the directions are backwards.
Cool.
Nope.
Cardinal directions.
I mixed up east and west. East? I thought you meant west.
And here's where we learned that Jake.
I can read a map. I blame the fact that I'm Canada adjacent. The latitude and longitude in their maps is written in Celsius. That's a degrees joke, everybody.
That's a really dumb degrees joke.
I got text to laugh, I think. Anyway, you're heading west. Would you, mind my companion and one other joining you? We could offer our services as, extra protection.
Well, I don't know about you, but
Well, I'm magic, and we got a healing type, and then we got a fighting man.
I was going to say, your dwarven companion there looks like he might be able to hold his own in a fight. So you, maybe not so much, but...
I can take a punch or two.
I lean in next to guys who's I've got him full. So squishy.
So I'm more of the long range. Then we got our healer, and then our fighter man is going to get his shield. Well, he'll be here, and we'll be willing to help.
He's also the biggest of us.
Yeah,
A giant of a man.
he's pretty tall.
I want to oversell Theo.
Oh, boy. So I need a diplomacy check, then.
Or would it be deception?
There is
This guy,
There is deception.
yeah. Also, this man is
There is?
This man is
Oh, there is.
average
I keep forgetting there is.
human height, and I believe Theo is above average human height. He's like at the upper tier of average.
Nat 20, baby.
Jeez. Alright, so we're going to see how well they do as a challenge for this.
Hey, everybody, you should roll on Foundry more often, apparently.
Foundry's rolling is awesome.
Oh, maybe it's that time zone thing Silver told us about that one time.
Uh-huh. It's actually probably because of the time zone that I'm in, because it's based off of my clock.
Silver will post about that.
What are y'all talking?
Silver will
about?
post an explanation in the Discord server for anybody curious.
Oh, okay.
It's a trick of virtual tabletops. So he kind of will look at you, kind of squints a little bit, and says, well, we pay... I pay my security 1 gold a day if you have your own food. If I'm feeding you, then it is 5 silver.
And what if I help contribute a little bit of food every once in a while?
If I'm feeding you, it's 5 silver. If you're providing your own food, it's 1 gold.
All right. Sounds good to me.
I was not expecting to get paid. I was expecting to pay. So yeah,
Shut
deal.
Doric.
I didn't say that out
I
loud.
was gonna just say, slow turn to Doric. Hey, shut up.
Shut up!
I've been in the temple my whole life. I don't know anything.
Wise guy, eh? You're gonna be paying
Jeez.
us, see?
And we leave after breakfast, so
Oh God, we're gonna.
we leave in about, he's gonna look up at the sun, we leave in about an hour.
Oh,
So be here when we leave, and you get paid. You'll be able to get paid for the journey. If you're not here when we leave, then we leave without you.
Silver, do you know how hard I
Yes.
had to fight not saying, what about steak and breakfast? I am a
I was
halfling.
wondering about that.
Oh, jeez.
After, so is this, what time is it right currently?
He said they leave in 2
Alright.
hours.
I'll be sure we have our fighting man
So-
with us.
So, I would like to use the cantrip that I have prepared of message and message Theo to let him know where to meet us so we don't even have to leave the cart.
That's a good one. I appreciate that.
Theo's like, who the fuck is talking in my head?
Theo, look behind you. Conscience, is that you? I thought I killed you, you son of a gun.
And so I tell them that
boy.
we've found someone that will pay us to travel with them, and we are no longer heading to Barrier, but we are heading to Madad instead, and to meet us at the cart in an hour and a half outside the city walls. Any identifying characteristics to the cart to give him?
I was getting
A
ready to
dwarf
pull
and a
it up.
halfling nearby.
There's a dwarf and a halfling standing next to a cart full
I've
of
heard
humans.
this joke before. And then they all walk into a bar, right?
Except for the dwarf and halfling, they're too short.
I was,
No. Something about they couldn't pay their tab because they came up short.
Well, I'm broke.
Yeah, so it tracks.
you all.
Oh, man, wait until Theo finds out we're getting paid, too.
Oh, I told him.
He did?
Yeah,
Alright, I forgot.
check this out. And so I mentally message into a guy's mind. He'll never be as tall as me.
Yeah, but I still have more money than you.
That's not hard.
I look at a P-Pop who's not P-Pop. You hearing this shit?
Who do you keep talking to?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Are you?
Yes? Questioning?
Well,
In-
you know, you gotta be real careful with talking in people's minds, what with the weird magic. If you explode my head with that trick, I will haunt you. Forever.
So I'd say for characteristics of this cart, it is a herbalist. He's a traveling herbalist cart.
Ooh.
The name of the cart is Overtime, spelled as in the herb.
Oh,
Ah, nice.
perfect. Are you sure this cart doesn't belong to a gnome?
No, it's not P-H-T-U-H-Y-M-E. Every gnome name has a silent PH in it somewhere, or an audible PH.
That is not true. Gnomes just don't like the letter F. It's something about the letter F. They don't like it.
They're sponsored by it. That's very good. That is another F word.
I said uck then. Apparently I didn't enunciate well.
Today's episode has been brought to you by the letter F, everybody. Or if you're cool, PH.
The letter F, or if you're a gnome, PH. So yeah, you guys wait there, and he meets you. Theo will meet up with you at the cart, and the cart will head out of the town.
Yep.
So start rolling down the roads. Kind of have to go around the city a little bit. The human would complain that they had to camp on this side of the city because the tavern and the tavern at the north was full up. So that's why they were camped on this end of the town. And you are going to make the journey up the road out of the city, and you come to a crossroad, and you start heading towards the west. As you head out towards the west, there's a sign that lists the number of miles to reach Madad. And there's a couple areas as you're traveling that are like security stations and guard posts of O'Brien soldiers. You notice that they kind of congregate around the edge of the forest a little bit. And you would get about... I gotta look at the speed of a cart for travel. A little little speed.
Would he charge us to use some of his herbs?
You could buy herbs off of him.
Good herb?
Mostly thyme, some oregano.
Never mind.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Really, Guy would be the one who would be more interested in the halfling's leaf.
I am wondering if my farmer's lore would alert me to the quality of this crop. Do you know how hard it's going to be to find further excuses to use farming lore? I'll take it if I can get it.
You can roll your farm. You can roll your farming lore
He
check.
should be able to tell you how fast that cart travels.
16.
And maybe even make it go faster.
16. And would it? God?
No, I would not tell you how to make a cart go faster. So I'd say you get. So you're looking at these different herbs, depending on what you're looking at, and they all are definitely pretty high quality herb.
Like
Even this stuff would be
hydroponically
more-
grown herb, or like
No. They definitely were grown by somebody who really knows their trade. They're not just, garbage grown. They actually seemed like the people who grew them really knew what they're doing. They took care of their plants. So it's quality ingredients. And as this travel happens, you're looking at 2 days worth of travel to get to the city of Medad. And at the end of that first day, you come across the border of the O'Brien territory now that it's been expanded. So we will go to there. So you're at the border of the territory now. They have to stop at a checkpoint, and they are, they search the cart, they search everybody else, they ask questions, mainly asking, if any of you have associations with the Larosi, or they're looking for elves in your groups.
Look at how I am dressed. You see how dark my clothes are? You really think I'm going to go to the desert?
do I look like I would know an elf?
That's different. Hold on a second.
I'm just tickled. I think I'm tall enough to be an elf.
So mainly they're just the surface questions of who you are, where you're going, and they kind of ask everybody the questions. I mean, you guys are just hired work, so that's what you would say you are. You're hired security for the journey.
We're the muscle flexing.
Please flex. I need a flex check on that.
I do think I need a flex check on that. How impressive is it?
What is that? What is that?
You open this door. I mean, I guess you could arguably call
Oh,
it
I'm very good at those. Hold on. You don't know what you've done.
First of all, I personally would call it an athletics because you're showing off your muscle tone.
Yeah, but have you not seen a bodybuilding
Yes, but he
competition?
doesn't have.
Have you not seen a
muscle
bodybuilding
tone,
competition? It's
so-
not
Would
about
it be
muscle. It's about
well? Wouldn't it be? Then it should be deception.
no.
Well, he's a farmer.
I'm saying
He's a farmer.
performance.
He's pretty muscular, just not strong.
If it's a performance, it's a 24.
Hey, farm strong is farm strong.
Isn't
Yes.
farmer strong just strong enough to almost break things? No, that's farmer's tight. When you're tightening a bolt.
Yeah.
I've seen it in action. Somebody split a beam.
We used to always call that dum tight at the manufacturing plant I used to work at.
So New Hampshire's a lot nicer than Indiana.
It's dum tight. Because the people in the office are too smart to make it dum tight.
Mm-hmm.
As a 24, it's a performance.
Yeah, so you'd probably get a couple chuckles out of the guards. and they will wave you through. But I need, before we shut down here, a headphones off for everybody but
not
Guy.
again.
Oh no!
All right.
Secrets.
Secrets. Oh my goodness. The gifts just scared me. Anyways. So, your Peepop there, as
no,
you
it's
were calling
Gwamps
him,
now.
or then you were told not to call him.
Gwamps.
Gwamps? Okay. So your Gwamps will be like, just gonna like, why are you deigning to waste your time on this?
I need money.
Yeah, but you're going to entertain these common mooks?
Wait,
You're
which
better
mooks?
than this. The Black Cloaks.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty proud of my farmer's physique, and
And also working for these agents of fate. He just kind of scoffs. Can't believe my line has fallen this far.
is that a short joke? Gwamps.
It wasn't, but it is
Fair
now.
Well, sounds like somebody back in the day made a real mess of things, and I guess I have to help fix it. So,
Yeah, it sounds like my compatriots decided not to be cautious in their hubris.
I know you're pretty proud of yourself, Gwamps.
Sure, but I also know not to bring the ire of the gods down upon myself. That's
Gwamps,
just
how'd you die?
died in my. I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to
So
think
you
about
could
it
have pissed
more.
somebody off with your hubris.
Well, of course. I mean, I was one of the greatest mages on the
Alright.
continent.
Well,
I had many
believe you.
rivals.
Well, maybe one of your rivals was of the deity persuasion.
I doubt it. Like I said, I was cautious about that.
All right. Well,
Most likely, I just angered another one of the wizards, probably
Alright,
one
well-
of the humans. They're
well,
sensitive
hear me
like
out,
that.
Gwamps. Now, what would you say about one of your descendants showing off your bloodline by fixing problems other people caused that they couldn't fix themselves?
It's not terrible. Not a terrible way to use the
And
bloodline.
also, I might find something real neat that in our adventures where other people could talk to you too, and you could tell them how wrong they are instead of just me.
They seem a little too simple for me, but I guess if I have to, I could always tell them. I could always correct them.
I know you like correcting people, Gwamps. It has served me well, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
Right.
But I'm also hoping for an opportunity to take care of my family.
Yeah. You and your family. And do you have anything else you want to say in this
No,
interaction?
that's about it.
Jake?
I think he's proved his point. Like, well,
Okay.
we got to do this for now, and just wait it out.
Okay. I'll let them come back.
Secrets. Oh,
Sneak reds. The sneak reds.
That was a long secret.
That was long.
It was a fairly long
oh,
sneak
Greg, you
red.
got a lot louder all of a sudden.
Sorry.
Ooh, nice. All right, so we're gonna cut off with this day of travel. So we will return after. We'll return with this travel as they reach the city of Medad, and then you head off into the woods.
So we did 1 day of travel and earned 1 gold?
Correct. 1 day of travel, 1 gold.
Assuming we did not eat.
Well, if you ate your own food, or if your halfling friend provided food.
I got a nat 2024.
I have rations.
I can provide for food for everybody in the wagon right now.
Considering what he brought last time, I have rations.
Yeah, but shh, don't waste your rations. I have a feat for this. It's Forager. If I get a critical, I double the number of additional creatures I can take care of, which is,
Okay, fine.
including myself, 9 creatures. I found enough food and water for 9 people.
Tonight.
Nice.
Feast like
I
kings.
fed and watered myself, the people in the cart, and the horses. It was a good day.
So because you did all of that, you would actually get 5 extra silver.
Just me?
Since
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just you, because you provided food for everybody.
Yay.
You're cookie now.
Do you... Listen, do you know how... It's so nice, because in every other campaign, I'm constantly broke. This is a nice change of pace.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty.
Oh, it's not
stingy
even
with
just
giving
yours,
out
it's
money.
all of them.
Well, I know, but I'm pretty bad about it. I'll admit it fully.
Brings me to a total of
Alrighty.
6.5 gold.
I have
Nice.
16.
I don't want to hear.
One. We're going-
I don't want to hear it. Tex.
Apparently, my particular brand of cleric also takes a vow of poverty. So
I think you just skipped all of your economics courses.
I took writing and math. I never said.
I have a
anything about
performance arts degree, darling.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know why I said
So-
it like that, but it felt right.
On that note, if you have also enjoyed listening to us shop and harass some herbalists as we traveled on our journeys, come on in, give us a rating and review. Let us know what you think. Give us 5 if you love it. Let us know how we can improve if you don't think we're perfect.
And
We're not.
if you have ways that you think we could improve that won't fit in the little blip that you can do for ratings, you can come in and join us on our Discord. You should anyway. And you can talk about the campaign. You can post pictures of pets. As was said in the last episode, you can help me come up with a better name to call Gwamps.
Who's Gwen?
Don't worry about it. You don't know this yet. Secrets.
That's comforting.
And if Discord's not really your thing, you can hit us up at @FatesRest on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And one of us will respond. We always do. We always try to.
Yeah, try to's a better way to say that. One of these days, I won't be swamped.
Most of us are on there a decent bit.
All right, and I guess my thing I want to hear, or no, I want to know something from you. What is your inspiration for making a name for a character? whether that is your character, whether that is NPCs, or whether that is something you're using to possibly insult another character. Like, where do you pull inspiration for that? Because I thought it was hilarious to just have a Phlynn with a PH instead of an F, because it just sounded like it'd be a fun time for me. So I want to know where you get your inspiration for names.
I just thought it'd be funny if I had a guy named Guy.
I mean, mine is a pun on its own, so.
It is the full name. That is kind of fair.
Door. Very funny. No, I get the joke. Well, you know how we always end these things, right? Did you just say no?
We love you.
Well,
We love you.
bye.
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 Oh my god. That great transition.